Oh,
Now, immediately I want to mention a ring. So is there anything to do with a ring? I just feel like that's one of the first things to mention was there anyone that either lost, because I feel like the ring is being taken off. Has there been a separation or a divorce or in the family or someone close to you?
no, 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 no.
Okay.
A ring. Okay.
So there's no significance with anyone in spirit where you've done something with the ring or where you were thinking about the ring, doing something with the ring.
No, not that I can think of at this moment.
Okay. And that's why I like recordings, because you may not remember everything. And I could be interpreting it wrong.
Right.
Do you have a brother
I did. Yeah.
in spirit?
Yes.
Because I'm hearing brother. So it's like, is it, what's he? So did he have a ring? Was there any significance to a ring with him?
No, not that I can think of.
Was he the one you're hoping to connect with?
Him and my brother-in-law.
Okay,
So I don't.
brother-in-law. Okay, brother-in-law with the ring. So the married brother.
Um,
So did your brother-in-law recently passed?
yes, last Christmas.
Okay, so that's two brothers in spirit.
Yeah.
I have the brother with the ring.
Oh.
So I don't get confused which brother. Make
Oh.
sense?
That makes perfect sense.
Okay. And he shows me how intelligent he is. He's a smart man.
Wow.
He's a very smart man. Now, would this make sense to you, Brandi, that I feel like with him that he would sit on the fence about the afterlife? It's just like it's not like he was against it or not for it. Like I feel like he it's like show me the proof, but I'm not going to disregard it.
Yeah.
Okay, so I feel like he was just on the fence in regards to communication with the afterlife or just what happens afterwards when we die. And he's like, whoa, wait till you get here. So I feel like he
Okay.
just wants you to know that it's important that, is it your sister? Is this your sister's husband or
It's my husband's brother.
your husband's brother? Okay, so brother-in-law that way. It's your
That way.
husband's brother. Okay. So I feel like it's important that your husband knows that there is an afterlife, because he makes me feel that your brother would be like, yeah, you're not going to communicate with him, there's no way he's going to come through. And so your brother-in-law is like, oh yeah, I'm showing up, I'm not missing this show.
Okay.
And you don't have to write it down because I'm recording it.
Yes, I know. I know. See?
Yeah. No, I get this all the time. My clients automatically want to start writing. It's like, no, I want your full intention with
Right. Okay.
me.
Let's put this
Right? You don't,
right.
because what happens is you're not fully engaged with me. You're thinking about writing, so you're not fully in with me. So that's why I
That's
love recordings, right? But
amazing.
does this make sense to you, Brandi, when I say that this is your brother-in-law trying to communicate this to your husband, saying, oh yeah,
Because my husband just said to me before I came down here, my husband is on the fence about this stuff,
yep, yep.
right? So interesting.
It's funny how your brother-in-law is saying the same. That's also your brother-in-law's way of saying to you, I was there for that conversation.
Interesting.
Right? And that's what I want them to do. I like it when they show me things so that so your
Yeah.
husband knows
Yeah.
that they're part of your mundane life, not just showing up for milestones like birthdays, anniversaries, and things like that. He was
Mhm.
there for that. He's got a laugh too. He's got a laugh it's quite loud. Like he's got a
Yeah.
different kind of laugh. Like you would know his laugh at the other side of the room, right?
Yeah.
So he's coming through with that laugh. He's like, yeah, wait till he hears this,
Yeah.
right? Now I do feel like I want to say to you, so he hasn't been passed for a long time.
Just over a year.
Okay. So, but I feel like, does this make sense? Like, I feel like there was a lot of changes that took place. within that year, like that year that he passed, I feel like so many changes. But it's important that your husband knows that change is good. So whatever changes took place between you and him, his wife, or yeah, his wife is still here, right? In the physical realm.
Yeah, the ex-wife. Yeah.
Yeah. But I just feel like it's like everyone needs to know, like he's aware of all the changes,
Yeah.
but all the changes needed to happen.
Right.
Because don't forget, they know everything, past, present, future, right? And I always ask them, please give me things that your loved ones here in the physical realm. Can you give me any information to help them move forward?
Right.
Right. But he also makes me feel there's something about his passing that was quick. Do you understand that as well? Would it make sense for me to say to you he didn't see it coming?
I don't know. He was can I tell you?
I just want to see if he will
Okay.
give it to me. Sometimes they share, sometimes they don't. It's not up to me, it's up to him, right? Um Now remember, it's my interpretation, so I may not necessarily be bang on. I feel like I want to acknowledge, were there two other people with him?
I'm not too sure. One for sure.
I feel like he wants to acknowledge like there was two people, unless there was two him and another person. But he's making me feel like it's like he wants to acknowledge two other people.
Okay, so it was him and one other person, but he does have two boys.
Okay. Now, is it one of the boys' birthdays, either just passed or right around the corner? Is one of their birthdays coming up?
Um,
Or are we coming up to the anniversary of his passing?
no, the anniversary of his passing already passed
Just passed?
before Christmas, and
Okay.
then one of the boys not till April.
Okay, so we're in January. I just feel like I need to acknowledge a birthday coming up, and it's important that the boys know that, especially the birthday boy. But I also feel like he wants to acknowledge, because he makes me feel that it was very challenging for the loved ones behind in regards to his anniversary of his passing. Like I feel like that was very emotional. Okay. But he's here, like he's thanking you for this session. He's thanking you, Brandi, for opening up this door and allowing him this communication. He's like, I can just so feel the love from him to you for that. And you've been there for the boys, you are there for the boys. Does that make sense? And
Yeah.
the fact that you believe in the afterlife, you are helping them just by, he wants you to be more honest with them. Don't hold back. Whatever your beliefs are, please share your beliefs. Don't hold back. He's saying that. It's like he's yelling that. Don't hold back, because he wants them to know that he's around them. Are you holding back?
With the boys, I
Yeah.
do.
Yes. He's saying no. Don't share this video if you have to, but it's important that his boys know that he's around them. And he's showing me the number 4. Or maybe that's the family 4. No, April. Okay. January, February, March, April. So he is acknowledging the son's birthday coming up in April, right?
Or there might be another birthday coming up sooner. Why can I not remember when
Yeah, you'll have an aha moment. You'll know.
yeah, okay.
Um,
Okay.
but remembering too that, like, it's a celebration where he's at. It's a celebration. So even when the 1 year anniversary came up, were you celebrating?
Yeah.
But celebrating that of where he's at, though, that's the celebration, is celebrating. That's what he wants for everyone to know, is to celebrate. He's graduated, he's moved on to a beautiful place. Everyone thinks it's dark and gloomy, and he's like, are you kidding me? It's not like that. Now, does this make sense? Did he love his food? Because he can eat anything he wants.
He loved chips.
Okay, but
Yeah,
I feel like But
Yeah.
I feel like food in general, he could eat whatever he wants. That's how magical where he's at right now. He thinks it, he can manifest it.
Okay.
He's showing me the 4 again. So that could be the 4th of a month, the family of 4, the month of April. Unless there's 2 things in the month of April, 2 events or 2 things to acknowledge in the month of April. But you'll know that. You'll have your aha.
Uh-huh.
Huh. Is there like a David? He's actually showing me like a Harley, a Davidson. So I don't know whether he wants me to say Davidson or is there a reference to a motorbike? Harley, the name Harley. Was anyone talking about perhaps getting a motorcycle one day?
He has a granddaughter named Harlan.
Thank you. That's it. Because he was trying to get me to say, like, remember how, you know how I work, right? They're going to give it to me in such a way that, what's her name? Harlan?
Harlan, yeah.
Okay, so I don't have a Harlan in my library. That shows you how smart he is to get me to say, so my job is to connect the dots. It's like, why are you showing me a Harley Davidson? Harlan.
Yeah.
That was good.
That was good.
Okay. Yeah, I've never heard of that name, Harlan. That's a pretty name, actually. So that's his way of acknowledging granddaughter. Yes.
Yes.
Okay, so that's his way of acknowledging granddaughter.
Okay.
Is she fairly young? Is she fairly new? She like
she's
2 years or something?
2, yeah.
She's 2 years. He's around her a lot. Okay. His son needs to know that, you know, that saying, believe the words of mouth of babes or something. So it's almost like he's channeling through, or it's something about some words may come out or mannerisms will come out and it'd be like his son will be like, look at it. He'll be reminded of his dad. So he's not to overthink that or second guess that, or he's going crazy or managing that or imagining that, because even still at 2 years, the veil is still thin for our children. They're still connected. So they know their frequency. They can connect. They know when there's a loved one in the room. So I feel like your brother-in-law is doing things around the 2-year-old, around his granddaughter, to try to get his son's attention. So whether you want to share that or not, I'll leave that up to you, but it's important. Like, and I feel like, yeah, he's playing with their lights too. He's flickering of lights. He's really trying to get his son's attention. And I get lots of music around him as well. It's like he's trying to communicate through music. That I feel that may be for the other son, the younger son. Whoever the youngest, who's the youngest? Is the youngest? Who's the youngest?
The youngest is the one with the kids.
Thank you. Because I was hearing a "k" sound. So the one with the kids. Is there like a Kyle? Okay, then it's kids. Okay, so one with the kids. He's the youngest.
Yeah.
What's your brother-in-law's name?
Chris.
That's a "k" sound. Okay.
Yeah. And one son is Christian.
There's a "k" again. Okay. So Christian is the older one?
Yep.
And the younger one's name is?
Aaron.
Aaron, thank you. Just I'm having my little conversation in my head. So. Okay. Christian needs to know how proud his father is of him, how much of a great father, like a great dad that Christian is.
Aaron's the dad.
I mean, Aaron, sorry. Okay, Aaron needs to know that. Mm. Hmm. Was there a gap or something between the two brothers at all? Do they live a distance?
They live together.
They live together. The two brothers live together?
Yeah.
Oh, I know where the gap is. Are the boys communicating with their mom? Or is there a gap there?
There's a gap there.
That's
A
the
little
gap.
one. Yeah.
Okay, so it doesn't feel wrong. It just feels, it just is. It just like, I don't feel like there's any harm. Like, I don't feel there's any hard feelings. It's just, they're just getting on with their lives. It's like she's getting on with her life and the boys are getting on with theirs. Like, I don't feel any animosity. It just feels like it's there. It's just there.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, I'm not too sure about their relationship with their mom.
Yeah,
So.
it just feels like it's not like, I don't feel like they talk to each other all the time. They don't go out of their way to see their mom once a week. It's not like that.
Mhm.
I just feel like all three adults have just, they're just busy with their lives,
Right.
right? But that's the gap that I'm feeling,
Okay.
right? It's the gap between him and his ex-wife, right? Still acknowledging her, right? And the gap between his boys and their mother. He wants me to ask you, why did you want to have this session? He told me to ask you.
Ugh. Mm.
This is
Believe
a
it or
safe.
not, I miss him.
Okay, so know, Brandi, that this is a sacred space.
I know.
Okay, so just know you feel safe, that you can let it up, let it up.
Yeah. No,
And
I
it's,
miss him and I miss my brother and terribly. So
and that's okay. You know that, right? How long's it been since your brother passed?
uh 2.5 years.
Okay. Did he have, was he, I'm getting the energy brought around from your brother around the back of my neck, up the upper part of my back. Was he in a bed for a period of time before he passed? Or did he have any back issues?
He was he was found on a concrete slab. So
Okay. I just feel a lot of pain. Not that he's feeling that now, but he needs to bring that forward, right? So as a validation that I have him. But I just feel just a lot of the back of my head, my neck, my back. I just feel there's a lot of discomfort there. And what's your, so just to make that the connection that much more stronger, what's your brother's name?
Adam.
Have I connected with him before?
Mm-hmm.
So are we in for round two? Okay, Adam, you should be a pro at this now. Um, okay, let that go, please. Keeps showing me soup. Did you recently just make a thing of soup, or did he love soup, or is there a reference to um why are you showing me that? Can you take like Campbell's, Campbellford, Campbellville? that name, that place. Why are you showing me that? Was he easy to communicate? Was I able to communicate with him quite easily last time?
Yeah.
Um, it's right there. Is there like a Jerry in
No.
in spirit or from the physical realm?
No.
Okay, I'm just going to share with you what I'm getting. So
Okay.
it's he's using my library. So whenever I get soup, either you just made soup or he loves soup or there was a conversation regarding soup. Okay, so there's that. Or it's also reference to Campbell's because I have family who worked at Campbell's.
Oh, my father-in-law worked at Campbell's, but
Thank you. That's it. That's what he's trying to show me. Is your father-in-law in spirit?
no, he's here.
And this is your
Brother-in-law's father. Yeah.
wow. Okay. So obviously we know who's trying to control this session.
Yes.
So it's a conversation between the two brothers,
Yeah.
brother-in-law, brother.
Yeah.
So obviously, Chris
Yes.
is still here.
Yeah.
Oh, thank God we got that. It's like, because he wasn't letting it go. I'm like, okay, because my father-in-law worked for Campbell's.
Okay.
So that's my reference to soup as well. Plus my ex worked at Campbell's, right?
Right.
Did he work at Campbell's in Etobicoke in Toronto?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, wow. Okay. So
Yeah.
that's why he wasn't letting go of the soup. And I'm like,
Yeah.
okay, soup, Campbell's
Yeah.
work.
So I was starting to think of my brother, and I wasn't thinking of my brother-in-law
Yeah.
anymore. So I was not. Yeah.
But that shows you because they're both here, right? So sometimes if one personality is stronger than the other, even though I'm trying to focus on Aaron, Chris's energy is just that much more stronger. It's like, whoa, I'm not finished.
Yeah.
Because remember, I don't control it. I leave it up to them, right? I'm just the messenger. That's it. So, and now he's laughing. He's so laughing how we finally figured it out. So having said that, so your brother-in-law's father, so this would be your husband's father,
Yeah.
who's still here in the physical realm. So it's like you being the messenger and acknowledging. So it's him. It's like picking up the phone, saying, "Well, I have you here. Can you say hello to so and so, so and so?" So this is his way of saying hello to his dad. Okay.
Yeah.
Connecting the dots, right? And it's important too. It's important. Now, was Chris known for his hair? Like, did he have nice hair or something about his hair? Is there a story about his hair? I need to go on about his hair.
We made fun of his hair a lot.
Okay, all right. So you can make fun of it all you want. That's what he keeps saying. Make fun of it all you want.
Oh, especially me. I would make fun of his hair all the time. Yeah.
Okay. All the more reason to bring that up, because if that's something that's between you two, he's bringing it up and he's laughing about it. So, and that's a validation as well.
Yeah.
Yeah. You keep saying, yeah, you tell her, laugh all she wants. Now, did he read a lot? Who's the reader? Who would have lots of books or like to read books?
I don't know. I don't know if he was a reader, to be honest.
Because I want to flip pages.
Okay.
Is there someone thinking of either going back to school or doing a workshop or like taking their job to another level? Who's that?
That's me.
Okay. So, because I feel it's a good thing, I want to push it to do it. Okay. So whenever I get books, that means school, study, lots of reading. Yeah. So if this is something that you're contemplating, I feel that it's a good move for you. But I'm also hearing for you, Brandi, is Don't be hard on yourself.
Mm.
Be gentle, be kind. And I feel like I want to say to you as well, just have fun. Have fun with it. Don't overthink. Don't overanalyze. Just really enjoy what you're doing moving forward. That's really, really important. And when it comes to our loved ones too, they don't tell us what to do. They
Mhm.
only give us suggestions, right? But again, they know everything about you, past, present, and future. So, and that's what I asked them. Please give me anything that's going to help Brandi move
Mhm.
forward. So at the you've got to make that call if it feels right. Does it feel right to you?
Yes, it does.
Do you get excited about it?
I do very much.
All the fucking more to do it.
That's right.
All right. You've got to be excited. There's got to be passion behind what you're doing every day.
Yeah.
If you're not passionate about it, then why? Why put all that energy into it if it's all about the money or it's just ho hum, something to do?
Right.
That's not why we're here. We're here to experience life, spiritual beings living a human existence. So we're meant to be happy and not just waking up and going a 9 to 5 job and just living. It's up to us to create our own journey, our own happiness, right? Not other people.
Mm-hmm.
It's not other people to make us happy. We have to make ourselves happy, and then everything else falls into place, right? Because when you're happy, when you're passionate, when you're excited, that's the frequency you push out there. You push that out into the quantum field, and then it comes back at you. And other opportunities will come your way, and people will come your way to open up more doors because you're putting that frequency out there.
Right.
Does that make sense?
It does, absolutely.
Where's the number 14? 14th of a month. So, 14 could be an address.
I'm bad at remembering dates right now of birthdays. Okay. It could be somebody's birthday that I just can't think of right now.
Okay. Now when Aaron so Chris is your brother-in-law.
Yeah, Adam is my brother.
Okay, so I feel like, was the anniversary for Chris around November 14th?
December 14th.
December 14th. Okay. Just acknowledging again to remind you that his passing, his anniversary, was a celebration. He's really pushing that. He's really pushing that. He just wants everyone to know that he's celebrating and that everyone should be celebrating. Right? And when their time comes, right, obviously reunite. So you say that his boys are living together. Do you know if there's any renovations or plumbing issues, anything like that?
I have no idea.
I feel like your dad's kind of poking, and like I feel like something is left undone that needs to be repaired or whatever. And so I feel like he's saying, stop procrastinating and fix it, get it done.
Okay.
It's like he's giving them a poke and nudge, and he's laughing at the same time. But that's his way of going, I know what's going on.
Okay.
I see what's going on. Right? But I don't know whether it's, I don't know, something like a leak or something. I just feel like I need to acknowledge that.
Okay.
Do you ask in your thoughts to your brother, like, do you ask, do you miss me? Do you
do I
think,
ask?
Yeah, do you ask him, or do you think, I wonder if he misses me? Do you ask that? I'm asking you, do you ask that in your thoughts? Do you ever miss me? Do you ever miss us?
I look at his picture and I ask him if he misses me as much as I miss him.
Yes. So he's saying no. Do you know why? So that's his way of saying to you, yes, I hear you, I hear you, I hear you. But do I miss you? No. Do you know why? Because when we sleep, we astral travel. Our souls connect. So you're connecting with him all the time on a soul to soul level. So it's important that you know that on an energetic level, your souls, he makes me feel you guys play a lot. You tease each other, you play, you play. That's the energy, that's the relationship that you two have. It's like it's poking, it's funny, it's fun. You have a very playful relationship, and that continues in the astral world. So whether that makes sense to you or not, but he's like, you ask her, tell her that he knows that you asked that question. Do you miss me as much as I miss you? And he's saying no. But you know, he's coming in with that humor.
Yeah,
I could easily say, oh yeah, he misses you. And it's like, no, you tell her why it's a no. Very playful, very playful. And he makes me feel like, have you like lost your keys, or do you misplace your keys, or do like there's something to do with your keys recently? Or a lock, something to do with a lock on the door? Have you had any issues or something going on between keys and locks? I feel like he's moving things to try and get your attention, and you're just, it just goes over your head. That's what he says.
Probably. So I probably
yeah. Like I feel like he's trying to give you signs, and he's going like this. Yep, over her head.
Yeah.
It's just right now. And remember this. And I feel like it's important the boys know from their father, from your brother-in-law, is signs are not signs if you're looking for them. The signs will show up in your experience when you least expect it, and you'll know, your inner knowing will tell you, oh, that's Aaron, or that's Chris. I just feel that sign is a sign, because it's when you least expect it. It's like you're walking along and all of a sudden, out of nowhere, you look down and there's a dime. Your energy was pushed down to the dime, right? Because they love to use dimes, coins, but mostly dimes, to say hello. Mm-hmm. So if you can pass that message on to the boys and say, he is trying to communicate. So if you're finding dimes in strange places when you least expect it, pick it up, acknowledge it, and say, oh, this is from Dad. Thanks, Dad. Thanks for showing up. Now where's my $20 bill? Like, and that's the thing, is have fun. That's what spirit wants. They want you to have fun with their signs. They want you to believe. They want you to know they're okay. They want you to know they want you to acknowledge them. And the more that the boys acknowledge their father, the more signs they're going to get, if they want the signs.
Got it.
But I feel both of them do. I feel both of them really miss their dad. I really do. And he's a whippersnapper. Like, I feel like he could spit out the words. Like, he could just come right back with a good saying or a good comeback. I just feel like he was a whippersnapper with his words.
Yeah.
Right? Sometimes he could be a little bit sharp with his words. I just feel that with him. Maybe with the boys, maybe not with you. This could be a side that maybe he was that way when they were younger. He may have been sharp, like would say things and maybe would regret saying them, or they would probably understand what I mean by that, but they were harsh with his words sometimes, right? But it was all from a place of love. That's the way he's making me feel. It's like all from a place of love. Was Aaron a shit disturber when he was young? Or was that you?
No.
Who's the shit disturber?
They're all kind of shit disturbers, to be honest.
Yeah, because I feel like they're stirring the pot. Who would have the dog in spirit?
Oh, me. A dog?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like a chocolate lab, or a chocolate colored dog, or
dark black.
Dark. Okay. Yeah, I'm being shown like a dark. I'm more of a cat lover than I am a dog lover, so excuse me for my breeds, but I do have a dark dog here in spirit for you. Did you have a unique name for him? Is it a male dog? But I'm like, what was your name? And he's like, you're gonna have to ask because I won't know it.
Motley.
Oh yeah, Motley Crue.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Motley. This is funny because I can communicate with pets well, right? It's telepathic, right? But he makes me feel to say to you that he really liked his name. Now remember, just the
Everybody loves
messenger.
him.
I'm
Yeah.
like, I don't know why I'm saying it. My job is I've got to trust to say it, but he really liked his name. Did he have problems with the head area, or is there special markings or something around the head area?
Oh, he had lots of eye infections, but he was a pug, so he was
Okay,
like,
because I'm feeling something here, right? Again, he's got to
oh,
give me unique things so you know that it's him. So,
yeah, he passed from a stroke,
okay, okay.
so it would be the brain, right?
Now, do you still have his collar? Something about his collar. Did he have a unique collar? Something to do with his collar or leash?
I still have his leash.
Thank you. Okay. Because he wants to acknowledge that. He still visits, just so you know, Brandi. They can still visit. Would he nudge you? Okay. So whenever you're walking, or say you're standing in the kitchen and all of a sudden you feel like a nudge or you lose your balance, you're like, what just happened? He's nudging you. So you know that he's with you. Okay. You were an amazing parent. He's calling you a parent. I never get that. You were an amazing parent. Now he makes me feel that he was very human like. Does that make sense? Like what people would say anything, like he just feels there was some human qualities to him.
Yeah, I don't know. I had to think.
I'm
No,
just
but it's
ask.
I would call him my first baby, right?
Okay,
Like,
so that's okay. So human. Okay.
mhm.
So when you say first baby, that's your human baby.
Yeah,
That's where he's going with that. Okay. Do you have two kids?
one kid,
You have one? Okay. So you actually had two kids. Hamp, Motley, and you have a son,
daughter.
daughter. Did your daughter have a special connection with Motley?
Mhm.
You have to let her know that he visits her as well. So it's important that she knows that. Now, are we coming up to his anniversary of passing or his birthday?
His passing was December 31st.
There we go. Okay. So that just passed. So
Yeah.
he's just acknowledging that.
Mhm.
I just got to watch the time here.
Mhm.
Do you have any questions or anything? Again, I can't guarantee answers.
No, no.
Okay. Who did the driving or who does a lot of driving?
My brother-in-law.
Okay. Wow. He's just, it's this, the feeling that he's given me and what he's showing me is just like he is just in awe of where he's at. Like he's just in awe of how limitless and how he can just go anywhere. And he's showing me the transportation. So because everything is through teleportation, everything's through telepathic. It's like everything is instant. And it's almost like he wants me to share that with his boys. It's like it's important that they know. Don't waste your energy worrying about the littlest things because they mean absolutely nothing.
Mhm.
Live your life, be passionate. It's like, did he ever want to write a book, or would he talk about writing a book, or is there someone in the family writing a book?
I want I'm the one who wants to write the book.
Okay, you have to do it. I'm here, don't let that slide. would it make sense for me to say to you to make sure that you add your personal touch?
Yeah.
And not to hold back.
Yeah, that makes perfect sense.
Tell your story or whatever that is. Do not hold back, because your book will make a difference. As long as you put your love and your energy, all of your intention, that energy behind it, and visualize it. He says you already have a name for it.
Kind of.
Okay. Whatever's in there, stick with that.
Okay.
And I feel like, is there any numbers in the title? Or so, is there a number? Is there a double digit of some sort, or something to do with numbers?
No.
Are you worried about the number of pages?
Maybe, because once I start.
Okay, I'm hearing put that aside. Just write.
Okay.
Don't worry about the number of pages. Just put pen to paper and write. Let the pen flow, or not pen, but once you start, your brother-in-law wants to help you with it. And your brother, they both do. Wow. You'll know when you reach certain chapters, you'll know who to call in. You'll just know. And so that's where you set the intention in your thoughts or out loud. Because more when you speak out loud, it becomes more of a declaration, right? It's just a stronger frequency. Invite them in and go, okay, here we go. Help me out. Have fun with it, and trust that they're moving through you. They're helping you with the words. They may show you, impressions and visualization to help you. But I'm really sensing to say to you, Brandi, when you're ready, drop into your heart, come from your heart, and allow yourself to feel whatever it is you're writing. How does that make you feel?
Good and scared.
No, well, all the more.
Yeah.
Because that's my motto. If it excites you and fucking scares you, then you are meant to do it.
That's right.
Because then the passion comes in.
Mm-hmm.
Be vulnerable. Let it all out.
Let it out. Don't
let it all out. You have to. Well, you don't have to, but if you choose to. But it feels really good to me. Feels really good. You have their support.
Good. It makes sense because they're a big part of it.
Yep. All the more reason why they want to help you with it. And I do. They're saying it again. Tell her not to hold back. Your story needs to be heard. And does it make sense when I say to you, it's going to help others?
Yes, absolutely.
Good. That's your mission, my friend.
Got it.
And a big hello to the husband. Even though he may not believe in this. That's okay. That's okay. There's a lot of men out there. Some men are starting to wake up, though. They are starting to have their own connections. It's just a matter of them tapping into their feminine side, because that's our intuition, right? That's why most women are very intuitive, because it's our feminine side. You'll notice that most men who are mediums or psychics, they're gay.
Interesting.
Because they're tapped into their feminine side. So when men tap into that, then they're tapping into their intuition more.
Right.
And and we need the balance. We need both, even us females, we need to tap into our masculinity, right? Absolutely. We need to have the balance of yin and the yang. So I just feel like, just get your husband to tap into that just a little bit more. Okay. And also, again, to acknowledge your father-in-law. Your father-in-law. Yes.
Campbell's.
Yes.
Yes.
That one.
Yeah. Okay.
So how do you feel now, Brandi?
Feel good. Yeah. I feel good. I knew my brother-in-law would dominate the whole thing.
Oh, yeah. Well, he pushed your brother aside because your brother's already had a session, right? Yeah. So, and your brother knows this. It's like, yeah, no, I'm going to mess with this one. Yeah. Right? So, and he's, it's Chris, right?
Yeah.
He's so thanking you. He's so, and your brother. So just know, you and your brother get together and you guys play. So,
Yeah.
however, take that any way you want, and
Yeah, I got
ask him. Just say, hey, can you help me to remember?
it.
Like when I come into my dream state and you visit me, can you help me to remember? And you'll know it's an actual visit in your dream state when you wake up smiling and happy. That's how you'll know. So have that before you go to sleep tonight. Say it to him. Come on, Aaron, help me to remember here.
Yeah.
You want to have some fun? Let's begin.
All right.
Right? Okay, my friend, I'm going to leave it here. Thank you so much for this beautiful opportunity of connecting.
Well, thank you.
So you know the drill. I'm going to download it, email it to you, let me know you received it, and go from there. Right?
Perfect. Thank you.
Now, I do have a question for you. I'm not sure if you're aware of this, but I've just started doing podcasts.
Oh, okay.
There was a few nuggets in here that I really enjoyed.
Okay.
Do I have your permission if I can use some bits and pieces from it?
Absolutely.
You just made my day.
How do I find your podcast?
It's called Spirit Chat.
Okay.
And it's on anywhere you find podcasts, on Apple. It's just called Spirit Chat. You'll see me on the cover.
Okay, got it.
Even if you go to my website, click on there. There's a direction on Spotify right there.
Okay.
I just started, right? So I'm working on my 5th one right now. So there we go.
Okay.
All right, my friend. Many,
All right.
many blessings. Be well.
Thank you.
Okay, take care.